Hi everyone. Today I'd like to show you a little project that I created for Losmimisarmoire Design Team. I used some Easter images from her Etsy shop to create these little needle and pin sharpeners, or you can also use them as pin cushions. So I'm going to do a quick run through of how I made them after I show you each one. They're really fast to make. My friend created this little rose pin for me. And if anyone knows a source for those little roses, they don't sell them anymore at my source. But if you have a source, I would love to know. They're little porcelain roses, not the Fimo. They're actually porcelain. They're just a little more delicate and detailed. Anyway, a little plug there. So anyway, I created these strawberry shaped needle sharpeners. This one has her little duck. And this one, I love purple, so naturally I really like this one. The little chicks. And a little cheerful bunny with some script behind him. These are just the little pins. He's like sitting in a little flower patch. And then this sweet little girl. But she has several other designs. I just chose these. And they each have a little, either an applique or a piece of fabric to top them off like a strawberry. So I'm going to set those aside and quickly run through. These are just the little needles to show that they were needle sharpeners. Because they are filled with, and here's some, they were filled with walnut, crushed walnut shells, because they help keep them from rusting, and they do sharpen them, and they have a nice weight to them. So you can use them in a basket for decoration in your sewing room, or you can sprinkle them around the house or in a decorative bowl or something. And depending on the design, like these would be adorable for Easter, to just put them in a basket, set them around in a basket. Okay, so anyway, quickly, on Pinterest, you can find, just type in strawberry pattern or strawberry pincushion pattern and cut it out, trace it and cut it out. I do it on a cardstock, and you'll want to grab any fabric. I have a little selection here. Cottons are fine, moires, and my favorite is the silk dupioni. It just does well with the small projects. So you pick your fabric, and then you trace it, of course, cut it out, and then you choose what little design, what little image you want. This is several of them in her shop. I do have a few pages of the small images. You want to keep them about 1 1/4 inch tall if you're going to do a regular size like these. But you can make them larger, you can make them smaller, what have you. So anyway, you choose an image, and you want to get some fusible webbing, some Pellon or Wonder Under, and you want to just cut off a little piece to fit your image, iron it on the back, peel it off, and then kind of find the center of your strawberry, and you want to place it kind of even amounts from the bottom and the top, kind of right in the middle, and give it a quick press. Excuse me for doing this. Okay, it's like so, and then you fold it in half, and then you're going to stitch the one side. And once you do that, you will have this, only with an image on it. And then you want to start at the back of the seam, and you using needle and thread, not the sewing machine. You just want to do a running stitch all the way around. And then what I like to do is I place it in a, let's see here, I place it in a little jar like this, and I fill it with the, I'm not going to do it because it's so messy. You fill it with the walnut, crushed walnut shells. And then you gather it and sew it together. And then you have your little image, and you can decorate it with however you wish, or you can decorate it beforehand. I do both. I probably should have showed you before. Well, I will actually. Let's move that. Sorry this is so quick, but I'm kind of in a little bit of a hurry. But I still wanted to show you how easy this project is. So you have your fabric, you've got your image. I like to use laces that have an interesting edge, not the flat edge laces, such as this one has a nice little edge, but this one is flat. You see the flat edge on that, which is perfectly fine if you want to use it. The only reason I'm saying the decorative is because when you place it, because you want to place it over, where am I? You want to place it slightly over the image, and that way you don't have to mess with trimming all of this and rounding the edges. And you can just place it over the edge, and it has a pretty little scalloped or decorative edge instead of straight. And then you can continue just layering them however you wish if you want to use lace. I always like to use lace. Another way to use the lace over it, you can have an all-over piece lace, and you can place it on there, and then just take your scissors and just snip pieces of it until your image is revealed. And then you can add a few little decorative items if you want an all-over lace, or you can take it and use a vintage lace that tears real easily and just tear you off a piece. And then just find a spot that would look interesting where you could see most of it, like this would work. And you can tack it down with needle and thread, or you can just put little bits of glue here and there, and that'll hold it. Fabri-Tac is your friend. So I do recommend this. So anyway, whenever you get all your laces on there, however you wish, then you can sew it up and all of that and stuff it if you're doing it before you fill it. If not, you just do it. And then after you sew up the filled top, and you sew this up, you find some type of medallion. Like this is a fabric that has a bunch of these rosettes on it. So I just chose one of those. This is just a simple applique that I cut out of a larger one. You can make yo-yos. This is just a little, I think it's, it's from Hobby Lobby. It's one of those little packages of, I can't think of who makes them, a funny name. Anyway, and this is just an actual piece of lace, a bridal lace that I cut a medallion out of. So you can use anything. And then for the final step, after you glue that on, you just find some flowers. Like I have a collection from my crazy quilting days of just small little flowers. You can do your own silk ribbon embroidery, which I would suggest doing at this stage. After you get your lace on it, you can put a little rosette there and so on. But if you don't feel like that, which I didn't, then you just use these types of things. You can get them fabric shops, Joann's, online. Mary Not Martha on Etsy. She has a lot of these. So anyway, and that's how you decorate it. And then you can dangle a little charm off of it. But I've had this little, it's a locket. It's a little strawberry locket, and I've had it for several years. And what I like to do with lockets, I order them from eBay when I see a group of them. I like to put the thread, what is it called? It comes in a little blue thread heaven. I put a little blob of it in there. It's very pliable, so you can mold it like a clay. And then just put a cute little ribbon or something, or you could even pin it or what have you on the edge of it. And so when you're finished sharpening your needles and you thread your needle, you can take your little locket full of thread heaven and just pull the thread through, and you've got a nice easy gliding thread to go through your fabrics, which is really a good idea when you're working with silk dupe peony. So that is it. That is the project. It's really easy and pretty quick. They make really cute little gifts. And again, these images are from Losmimisarmoire on Etsy. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't go too fast and you got the gist of it. And I also hope you enjoy making some, because they'd even be cute to put in, like in your bathroom, bedroom and stuff, in a little bowl if you stuff them with scented lavender buds. That would be cute. Or you can just polyfill, stuff them with polyfill. So they're basically a nice little decorative item that any sewer would enjoy using. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Bye-bye.